Hey guys, it's Shawna. My sister Melanie and I are the writing team Melanie Shawn, and this is what I am reading. Okay, so this week I decided to read a couple of books that were recommended to me. The first book I read was recommended to me by my sissy, who you all know as Melanie, and it was One More Day by Malone. It's the first book in her Alexander's, I believe, series, and it is amazing. Jackson and Ridley are the main characters. Jackson is a single dad, and he has 2 boys, and Ridley has some life stuff going on that's scary, and they just find each other at the perfect time, and they're perfect for each other. And I finished it in like a day and a half. I loved it. It was so much fun to read. It really was like I escaped into a different world. So good job, Malone. The next book that I read was recommended to me well over a year ago. It was Blindness by Ginger Scott, and I met these 2 amazing chicas at the Summer 11 event that Julie Prestater puts on. It was the first signing that Melanie and I had ever been to, and we were so nervous. We met these 2 girls. They're amazing, Nikki and Christina, and I instantly bonded with them over my love of Step Brother Dearest. So they said, well, if you love Step Brother Dearest, you have to read Blindness. I am super territorial over books that I love, so when they said that, I was like, well, you know, slow your roll. I love Step Brother Dearest. Alec is everything to me. They were like, no, I know, we love it too, but you have to try this book. I had read like bits and pieces, and I tried to read it over the year, and life just kept getting in the way, and I kept having to put it down, and it was craziness. So this week I read it from beginning to end, and I cannot believe I hadn't read it like this I mean, I'd read the whole thing, but you guys know, like, when life comes in and then you have to set a book down and then you pick it up and you don't kind of, like, it takes a little bit to get in that world, and then if things happen and life gets in the way again, it can really affect how much you enjoy the book. This week I read it straight through. It's Cody and Charlie is just one of my favorite heroines ever. She's a doll. I love her so much. Cody, so sexy. I cried. I was just like, my heart was breaking for them. I loved it so much. So thank you, Christina and Nikki, for insisting that I read it. Cody's amazing. Charlie's a doll. And then the third book was not a recommendation unless I can recommend a book to myself. If that's the case, then yes, I recommended a book to myself. No, Jill Shalvis is one of my favorite authors. She's an auto-buy. I get all of her books. I've read everything she's written. And this is a new one in her Heartbreaker Bay series, which is set in San Francisco. And Melanie and I are from Northern California. Although I love living in Southern California, I miss Northern California so much, especially San Francisco. I love San Francisco. Reading the book, it felt like going home again. She really captured the essence of San Francisco. She lives in Northern California as well, and you could tell that she loves San Francisco just through her writing. You could really tell that. That was amazing, and Prue and Finn were such well-developed characters. Their chemistry was amazing. The banter. One thing I love in all Jill Shalvis books is I love the secondary characters. Like, I always fall in love with all the secondary characters, and I'm sure their books are coming. Fingers crossed. I loved the book. It felt like being home again. I loved the characters. So that's what I'm reading this week. In the comments below, let me know what you are reading, and thank you so much for watching. We love you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.